Chocolate biscuit, we are watching Bitcoin battle through the zone. Once again, I am going to be here with you every step of the way. A lot of people ask me, why do you make so much content? I'm telling you something. You need to know we are exactly on track for the 4-year cycle right now. Yes, I have my own conspiracy theories as to how it might break, but at the end of the day, we are exactly where we should be, and I'm going to prove it to you. I have made this beautiful tweet for you. This is Bitcoin overlay with all the cycles. If you zoom in, you'll be able to see these very faint lines? These are the 3 previous Bitcoin cycles, which were basically split up by the Bitcoin halvening, okay? And I just noticed a comment, by the way. The daddy calls me a racist POS. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, I understand. I want to make sure you see that one. Yes. It's a joke, friends. It's a joke. I understand that this does come across as very racist. The fact that we are exactly, for the 4th time, where we should be. Some people think it's scary. I think it's beautiful that we haven't been wrecked. All right, this is something to think about, friends. I want you to think about this, okay? Look at this. In this cycle, parabolic. In this cycle, parabolic. This is the 2021 right now. You see that? Everyone was expecting in this cycle, we're expecting the 100K. Everybody was expecting 100 to 200K. Instead, it went down at the end. So look at this. It's fascinating to see, isn't it? You're like, surely not. Well, apparently it is. Now, look, some of you have asked me why. Why does that happen? I'll tell you why. Okay, do you know the answer why? I'm going to just spell it out for you. The reason is there are 420 million people in crypto now, all right? There's like 7 billion people in world, okay? So maybe next phase we onboard, I don't know, like 600 million to 1 billion people. There's your answer. Basically, there are still large amounts of people who don't know or believe in the cycle, and they don't even understand how it all works. As long as there are more people who don't understand it, the pool of them is larger than us. Now, I want you to know something. The pool of people adopting in the next crypto cycle, it's barely bigger than all of us right now. There's 420 million of us right now. Okay, there's 420 million. Like, you got to think, man, we're going to onboard what? 600 million people? Like, it's not enough, man. It's not enough. In the previous cycle, I think we were about 100 million people or about 50 million. So we went from like 50 million-ish up to like 400 million. I don't have the exact numbers, but roughly, you know where we stand. So as you can see, everybody got overwhelmed, and then the 4-year cycle just played out. Is it going to play out again? Well, I don't know if it's going to play out 100% the whole way through. I mean, these pictures are beautiful that we can see it. There are no guarantees. But look, we are exactly where we should be. It's fascinating. Look at this, man. We're literally right in the middle of where we should actually be. Like, if you didn't know where we were going here, and I just told you, okay, around September of 2023, Bitcoin's going to be exactly around 25 to 26K. Wow. Now, the next part is where it gets interesting, because the next part can go one of 2 ways. All right, so look at this. In 2 of the cycles, we grind up and continue up. In 1 of the cycles, we grind up, and then we had the zombie virus, and then we continue. So this is where our odds are. I guess if you just believe the past repeats, doesn't always, 2 out of 3 chance that we're just going to go up. Everybody's going to think it's over, and then we continue higher. There's a 1 in 3 chance, black swan. But to be honest, I've already told you now, I don't think there's a 1 in 3 chance. I think it's much smaller than that, because everybody's talking about a black swan. How is it unforeseen? We already know, friends. Nuclear bomb, ready. Russia, ready. Donald Trump, ready. Think about the other black swans. Interest rates high, already came. Another zombie virus mutating. They've been talking about this BS for a while. Like, you got to throw something else out there. And you might say, well, something's coming. Yes, something's coming. But it won't necessarily be an immediate, instantaneous, unforeseen shock. Just like how you shock the algorithm for you because you like, subscribe, press the belly button, and all. Appreciate every single one of you. So that's where we're coming from. So I'm still bullish, and you're going to hear people, these influencers, they always say, I am cautiously optimistic bullish in the short term. Like, what does that even mean, man? It is what it is. We don't know where we're going. We're exactly where we should be. Interesting question from Nikki as well. Nikki, who knows it, said, also my friend Nikki said, do you believe in it playing out, basically the fourth cycle playing out, or do you think Roca Negra, Blackberry, right, the lizard man, Lazar Fink, do you think they're going to get our hopes up for everybody just so they can dump it? Very interesting. I have this beautiful, beautiful picture to show you. Okay, this is fantastic. All right. This is somebody else's plot out there of how they think it can go. All right. And it's funny. This is literally just a 4-year cycle playing out. It's Bitcoin's about to 130K. But I mentioned here, you see this big arrow? This is where maybe we get screwed. You see up here? Look at this. This is exactly, look at my line. It's funny. It's exactly, this is $75,000, the critical area. You know, when we go back to my chart here, I can show you that whole scam zone, the big Roca Negra scam zone up here. It's exactly where this person expects it. But here's the difference. Up here, they expect the basically dip, and then we go and blow off. I believe, this is just me, of course, it can change, but I just feel like too many people know the cycle. And if you notice, this is, by the way, the year 2025, okay? So year 2025 starts off good, goes to 80K, and I'm like, uh-oh. We might finish off the year red. Look at this. This is where 2026 is. This is the beginning of 2026. You see, the crowd is going to be expecting that zip up. But what if it's actually a poopy? That'll be wild if that happens. By the way, that's around back to 33K. Okay, that's a round trip. That would, like, you got to have an appreciation for this, friends. This is 2021, Habib. All right, Habib, this is 2021. This is 2026. How on earth is Bitcoin going to convince you it is the future when it's round tripped its price against the US dollar over a 5-year spectrum? Let me tell you something. You know Michael Saylor? He's only got one more bullish Bitcoin talking point left. One. Before, it used to be that the Bitcoin never drops below its 200-week EMA. Okay, basically it's 4-year moving average. Bitcoin never drops below it. And what I've done here on the chart is I just want to share it with you, and I'm gonna just make sure everything else is hidden so it looks nice and clean. This is that 200-week EMA. Look what happened here. We blew through it on the way down. Before, it would always hold up. You know, this was the most perfect God tier line. This line used to be down here, right? And then it came here, look, it provided support. And then in 2018, 19, provided support. And then again in 2020, provided support. And then crack. Absolute crackening. So this was, just to let you know, Michael Saylor had 2 talking points for Bitcoin being bullish. One of them was this. He says, this was before the crash, right? When we're here, he basically says, when we're going down, he goes, Bitcoin never goes below its 4-year moving average. It's still moving up relative to its 4 years. And then, that's another way to say this moving average, right? And then kaboot. Then this happened. Everybody goes silent. Everyone thinks it's over. So now, obviously, that's blown out of the water. And that brings me back to here. So what's left, okay? the only thing left that everybody says in Bitcoin, friends, is this talking point. They say, if you hold for 4 years, you always make money in Bitcoin. All right? I'm going to tell this to you. You're going to have to remember this, because some of you are going to hunch your backs a bit. You're going to take off your fluffy slippers. You're going to wear brown crumpled shoes on a Saturday morning before 11:30 a.m. for a non-formal event. I'm going to tell you right now, okay? This is the quote. So, myth, okay? It's going to be a myth, okay? Bitcoin is always profitable after 4 years of holding. This is the last thing, okay? This is literally the last thing left. The halvening is there, but the halvening seems to be repeating. But this is literally the only thing they have left standing on. Like, what I like is that this myth is there and they still defend it. So, you know markets, man. Markets break all models. They break all myths. Wouldn't it be a fascinating turn of events if this myth finally gets broken? How can it get broken? Roca Negra. The Blackberry spot ETF, the Trojan horse up there. We go to 80K. Everyone thinks the next leg is 150. So it's right here, friends. See this? 80K. It is exactly what I've drawn. I've drawn up here. It's fascinating, right? This guy, we've gone up, by the way. Do you remember? I've told you, in all 3 cycles before, the time to exit all altcoins was exactly 12 months after the Bitcoin halving. I've made many videos that you've watched, and I've shown you all 3 cycles before. I know all the altcoins, all the moves. All right. And for example, do you know what? 12 months after the 2020 Bitcoin halving was Elon Musk, the Muskrat himself, goes and does Dogecoin Saturday Night Live. May 2021. It was right here. It was this candle. He made it and then we sold off anyway. Complacency. Bang. It's all over. Okay. That's very, very important. If you go back in the charts, by the way, ETH BTC peaked 12 months after the Bitcoin halving. So even though crypto kept going up, but remember, friends, this was crypto crossing the chasm in the technology adoption. That's why Bitcoin and Ethereum kept running up. Everybody is still dreaming for this 12-month run, unfortunately. Okay, this is actually like an 18-month run. 18 months. We didn't get an 18-month run before. We only got a 12-month run. You notice these things, they're not playing out as we all hope. So 12 months after April 2024 is April 2025. This is where maybe everything gets turned. Now, things can change. Okay, but the important part is we're ready. We're ready. Because if things start happening, US Congress banned themselves from stocks, Jim Cramer calls for 300,000, we're going to be watching them. Who's not going to be watching? It's those people, those poor souls holding Bitcoin and Ethereum thinking they're going to do another like 10x when we know, no, that it's not going to do another 10x. You're all trapped again. There's not enough new people coming in because of Metcalfe's law. We've already adopted a large part of the world, even though we don't have all these amazing applications yet, but people are still in the game. That's what's most important. So we're going to remember charts like this, and more charts like this will happen. It'd be fantastic if we just swoop up, we get the bears out. Now, just to let you know, okay, you think it's easy. Okay, I'm just going to sell here. It's not. You want to know why? Because all the bearish propaganda is going to be destroyed every time we thrust up. We go up, bears erect. We come back down, bears say lower. We go up, bears erect. We come down, bears say lower. We go up again, bears erect, bears erect. You see, it's starting to snowball where literally you just embarrass every single bear. Don't forget, around this arrow, I don't know, maybe the stock market rolls over. I can just see it happening where I can just feel it where everyone says Bitcoin's the greatest and then stock market rolls over, right? Not down to here, but you have the point. Everyone's like, well, damn it, we are correlated after all. Is it the 4-year cycle? So you need this edge, friends. If you don't have this edge, you're never going to make it. Go back, reminiscences of a stock operator, 100 years of people punting stocks, trying to predict the Great Depression, people who sidestepped the biggest, greatest crashes of all time. They were looking at moon cycles. They were looking at the crowd. They were looking at little Jewish holidays. They were looking at weird obscurities in the market. They were looking at these weird Elliott wave extensions. And yeah, they look crazy until they didn't look crazy. Make sure you tell mum and dad you love and appreciate them. Keep your fluffy slippers on. We're going to need them. Catch you in the next one.